That's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first, he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't like approve of it. She said, "No, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of shit that was going on." This lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but young boy's so thorough though. He just wanted dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. But something happened to him, and I was like, yo, that sounds kind of weird. He said he was coming out from work, going to work, and it was a gun in his car. Like when he opened the door, he seen the gun. He said he went to go like call his man, like, yo, did you leave a gun in my car? His man's like, no. He said, why you on the phone talking to his man? The cops pull up and lock him up. He said, he's telling the cops, no, that's not my gun. He's like, so he went in the building he was in, and they seen that somebody pulled up and put the guns in his car.
Oh.
And pulled off. I said, bro, I don't know nobody in the hood that got guns to just waste like that to do that. I don't know what. He's like, yeah, so like Jay-Z had a gag order, like trying to get a gag order and trying to. And my thing is, if that's not my son, I just take it to us, get over with. Yeah.
Has Ramir Satterthwaite finally forced Jay-Z to face the truth? After a decade of dodging, delaying, and doing everything possible to avoid a paternity test, the court has officially stepped in. Jay-Z has now been ordered to take a DNA test once and for all.
I believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z's father. I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take it. No, I can take. If I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seeing a lot. I can take me being embarrassed. I just can't take nobody not saying nothing.
And let me tell you, these results have the Carter household in full panic mode because Jay-Z's past might finally be catching up to him. Word is, the DNA test confirmed exactly what Ramir's been claiming for years. He's Jay-Z's firstborn. Now that the truth is allegedly out, fans are calling Jay-Z out for putting Ramir through years of unnecessary pain. And Matthew Knowles, he's letting Jay-Z know just how badly he fumbled. But this isn't just some father-son fallout because every time Jay-Z's name is in mess, Beyoncé gets dragged to, and Matthew's fed up with his daughter getting caught in scandals she had nothing to do with. At this point, it looks like Jay-Z's out of moves. For the first time ever, Ramir finally got a breakthrough in his decades-long fight. The court gave him the green light, and Jay-Z was ordered to submit his DNA. And if you've been following this case, you already know it's been a battle just to get to this point. For years, it felt like Jay-Z's power and money would bury this forever. But now, the truth is clawing its way out.
Try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, 'cause I honestly really want the case to be over with. Like, I've been going through, just like I said, a lot, and as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, a bad father. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
We first heard about Ramir back in 2010 when he filed a paternity suit against Jay-Z just 2 years after Jay-Z married Beyoncé. From the very beginning, Ramir hit a wall. The Pennsylvania courts tossed the case out, claiming he was already 18 when it was filed, so he took the fight to New Jersey. But Jay-Z's legal team wasn't letting anything slide. They argued Jay had no personal or business ties to New Jersey, so there was no reason for him to take a DNA test there. The judge agreed and dismissed the case again. Ramir's lawyers fought back with tax records that listed a Sean Carter linked to New Jersey, but Jay-Z's team fired back, saying there was no proof that the Sean Carter in those documents was actually Jay-Z. It seemed like a minor detail, but it was enough to shut the case down again. Still, Ramir refused to quit. He went public with the story and shared deeply personal details, including why he believes Jay-Z is his real father. According to Ramir, his mother was just 16 when she met and dated Jay-Z, who was 22 at the time. By the time Ramir was born in 1993, his mom had reconnected with her high school sweetheart, Robert Graves. She put Robert's name on the birth certificate but later told Ramir that his real father was Jay-Z. Ramir even took a DNA test with Robert Graves, which confirmed Robert wasn't his father. But when it came time for Jay-Z to take a test, his team did everything they could to dodge it, finding loophole after loophole to avoid handing over his DNA.
Maybe I feel like, right now I feel like I got a bigger fight, this is part of my life, so I won't stop fighting for, the paternity or anything else, whatever I put my mind to, I fully go. I was hoping that it wasn't true, but if it is, honestly, you cannot do things like that. You will get what you deserve. I don't know what them guys was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. If it's true, only he can respond and get it.
Ramir's case got so much attention that even the NAACP and ACLU stepped in to support him. In 2014, he filed again, but just like before, it was dismissed because he still couldn't prove that the Sean Carter in the documents was actually Jay-Z. But now Ramir's persistence has paid off. He's taken the case all the way to the New Jersey Supreme Court, and for the first time ever, a judge has officially ordered Jay-Z to take a DNA test. That alone is a major win for Ramir. From the start, people online accused him of clout chasing or trying to cash in. But if you've actually listened to Ramir, he's been clear. This was never about money or fame. He's always said he just wants to know the truth about who his father is. And the road hasn't been easy. Ramir says he's faced constant harassment and intimidation from people connected to Jay-Z. At one point, he even found a gun planted in his car. When the cops showed up, it looked bad until security footage revealed someone else had placed it there. So no, this isn't some cash grab. For Ramir, it's about closure, about finally getting the answers he's been chasing for decades.
To get fair due process, they just been, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge, so I can't get in there and actually know fully what's going on. I'm only there to, say what I believe in, and you guys can pick me on a lie detector test, anything else you want me to do. I've always been here to stand on the truth. I told them if it was wrong, I'm a man, I can apologize, but for me to go in there and ask for fair due process and not get it, and they just throw you all around like you're a rag doll, I just find that to be crazy, and I really think we need to change that. Like, it's craziness, I'm not asking for nothing. I've always been on here. I wasn't never asking for nothing. People can say what they want. As I said, I work, I'm doing great. I gotta take care of my kids. Like, I'm driving a nice car, I'm getting nice income. So it's not like I never been here asking for nothing or trying to get 15 minutes of fame. So people just gotta realize that these court systems and these people that's out here and controlling these people that's in the court systems, we need to change it, because we can't go and get fair due process. What are we all paying taxes and all that?
Now that the courts are finally siding with Ramir, you can tell he's just relieved that this fight might finally be coming to an end. But you know who's not happy about it? Yep, Matthew Knowles. Word is, he's getting fed up with Jay-Z's past constantly coming back to stir up more drama. And it's not just about Beyoncé either. From the cheating scandals, to the Diddy rumors, and now this paternity case. Beyoncé always ends up being dragged into things she has nothing to do with. If those DNA results confirm that Ramir, really, is Jay-Z's son, and worse, that his mother was underage when she met Jay, this could send shockwaves through the Carter legacy. We're talking full-on damage to everything they've built. And that's not just business, that's family. It's why Jay-Z's been working overtime to keep this door shut. Well, the family he actually wants to claim, anyway, and it looks like Jay-Z finally broke his silence. For the first time since this all started, he publicly responded, calling the lawsuit just another chapter in what he describes as a decades-long harassment campaign. His legal team fired back too, claiming that all the intimidation stuff Ramir talked about was completely false. According to them, they even tried to contact Ramir's guardian to talk things out, but it was supposedly met with resistance, and communication just fell apart. Still, a lot of people are asking if Jay-Z is so sure Ramir isn't his son. Why not just take the test and get it over with? Why drag it out for years and throw millions at legal teams just to keep avoiding it? That alone makes people suspicious, and it's fueling even more support for Ramir online. Honestly, it's hard not to feel for him. Imagine begging a billionaire to take a DNA test for years just to prove you're his child. He's not asking for fame or fortune, just the truth. And the fact that this case has gone on this long really raises questions about how people with power can use the legal system to avoid accountability. If it turns out Jay-Z really is the father, and he's been ignoring this for decades, that's not just a bad look, that's character defining. And if he's been dodging the test because Ramir's mom was underage at the time, woo, the internet won't let that go. It could ruin everything. So what do you think? Could Ramir really be Jay-Z's son? And have y'all seen the side-by-side photos? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, because there's a lot more drama to unpack, and we're just getting started.